Today is Tuesday, December 10th, 2024, day 19 of LiveHard Phase 3. Today was a tough one. Most of the day was good. Had kind of a rough afternoon though, but we got everything done. Because a big key to this stuff being mentally tough and everything that I've learned is being able to accomplish your task no matter how you feel. All right, so in addition to the 11 tasks specifically for phase 3, I was able to complete my 5 items on my power list also, so today is a win. I weighed in at 219 pounds. Again, I don't get it. This is almost a 5-pound weight gain in about a week. I hope I'm just holding on to stuff. I've maintained my diet. I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to. I'm just not running anymore because I injured my calf. So I'm not sure what's going on with the weight, but it is what it is. I took my progress picture first thing. Drank a gallon of water. First quart at 10:09, second quart at 1:11, third quart at 6:17, and fourth quart at 8:02. I did 2 45-minute workouts, 3 hours apart. First one was at 7:20. That was a ruck with my 30-pound pack outside, obviously. My second workout was part indoor, part outdoor, and I did 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups. I did 20, so low weight, ended up 40 total reps of just raising weight out. All right, I've got these little 5-pound dumbbells. I really need 25s and maybe like some 10s or something like that. So since I only have low weight and my next lowest dumbbells after 5 pounds are 35 pounds, and I can't lift those up with my deltoids currently. So I need some mid-weight type kind of stuff. But anyway, since it's lower weight, I decided to do more reps. I did 2 sets of 20 there. I did some stuff on my bench with the 35s, getting down and then lifting stuff back like this, all right? Except my back was kind of parallel to the ground, so working back, triceps a little bit. Then I went outside with my smaller weights, my 2-pound weights, and did an entire lap just walking on the balls of my feet to work my calves. And then I did the weights out again. I start this way, do an entire lap, so a fifth or sixth of a mile. Then I walk one. Then I hold out the weights, all right, both of them this way, an entire lap, walk one. Then I did it this way, and then last like this. This one I couldn't do a whole lap, so I had to break it into 2 sections. If ever I can't finish a full lap, which happens quite often now with the weights, wherever I can no longer maintain form, so if I find myself going and I'm having to like lean weird ways just to hold stuff, it's not worth it. To have bad form, you can injure yourself and whatever else that way, or just simply develop bad habits. So I put the weights down. Normally when I am able to run, I'll run the rest of the lap, all right? I'll walk the rest of the lap. When I get to the beginning, I'll run to where the weights were, then I'll pick them up and continue the lap, all right? But in this case, since I'm not running, I just walked to the beginning and then walked backwards, got the weights again, and continued on. But I think I only had to do that for the last one, which was like this, which that's hard to hold because you naturally want to start to turn, but then you're just holding the weights like this, which you've already done. So you really have to focus on holding the weights like that, which is very hard to do when your arms are straight out and you're trying to resist that turn. So yeah, when I say I do arm stuff, that's what I do, and it gives a surprising workout, all right? Or maybe you're not surprised by it, I don't know. Maybe you're far surpassed, what I can do there, and you think that's weak stuff. That's okay, we're all at different stages. So it's hard for me. It's a good workout, and I keep it going. I feel like my camera, there we go. Let's go with that. Okay, anyway, I feel like just over time, turning it on and off, it slowly starts to shift. over. What am I talking about now? Like I said, maintain my diet. I think we talked about progress picture. Water, workouts, diet. Still maintain my diet. No white carbohydrates, anything that's white or could be white. So no bread, no corn, no potatoes, no tortilla, nothing like that. So I've had cheese, had a little bit of cottage cheese. I can't have a lot of that because that does have a little bit of carbs in it, but it's mostly fat and protein. I had some chicken tonight with vegetables. That's all good stuff. I had coffee. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about it. I think I had one of my keto popsicles. They're only 2 grams of carbs, so not bad. Anyway, so far as I can tell, maintain my diet, no alcohol, no nothing like that, which I don't drink anyway. And then because my other book, the $100 Million Leads, all right, not offers, I just finished the offers book, that did not come in today like it was supposed to, so I did start In Search of Excellence by Thomas Peters and Robert Waterman. So I read part of chapter 1, pages 3 through 15, so more than 10 pages there, and it's just mostly introduction and the research they did of looking at America's best run companies. So yeah, this lessons from America's best run companies. That's a collection of just the things that they learned. So just kind of an overview of the 8 main takeaways, and then about half the book there's a chapter on each of those. So I'm looking forward to getting into that. When the new book comes in, tomorrow, the next, I don't know. If I haven't already read my 10 pages here, I'll set this one aside and I want to read the other book, and then I'll get back with this. So yeah, I read 10 pages in my book. So those are 5 things, the 5 things for 75 Hard, the original program. As probably said, I don't know if I said the times, the workouts at 7:20, then at 10:20. So before noon, I was completely done with the workouts. And you know, if you really think about it, you can easily get 75 hard done. All right, so the first 75 days, if you wake up at 5, do all of your reading, and start your first workout by 6:30, which is a ruck. That's what I like to do. Get outside, get that done, wait 3 hours. All right, and at 9:30, you can do your second workout. You can probably already have half a gallon of water done by then. So by noon, you're like 3.5 tasks down. All you have to do is maintain your diet the rest of the day, drink the rest of your water. So take your picture first thing, right when you wake up, before you get your coffee, right? Read your 10 pages, go for a workout, come back in, wait 3 hours, get some other stuff to end before noon. You can have this stuff done. All right. I realize with full-time jobs that hopefully most of you have, you may just have to do a workout before work and then one after work. All right. It's just the way it is. But if you're like me, where you are self-employed, working a couple different things where you don't have to go, I can easily get the stuff done and move my schedule around for that. Either way, it's still hard. All right, it's still hard to work in everything that I need to do with all this stuff, but phase 3 has been by far the most challenging. I feel like by the time you get to phase 3, the program, if you do it properly, you are equipped to handle phase 3. So it is challenging, but it's not as challenging as I thought it would be. I feel like I've said that a few times in several of the videos for this, and it is absolutely true. So anyway, let's move on to the things that are specific for phase 3. Took a 5-minute cold shower after my second workout. I added 3 items to my power list. Again, just things I'm trying to get into habits of that I believe will help me long term. That'll kind of get me where I want to go as far as my goals and staying sane and everything like that. My spiritual walk is very important to me. And I've said that for years. And I do study the Bible extensively and everything. It just hasn't been consistent to where it's a daily habit of I'm reading, praying, talking to God and such. Seems like I go through spurts and phases and everything, and it's more been an academic pursuit. But this experience specifically, forcing myself to read a part of Scripture, what I believe the Father has spoken to me about why some of the horrible things that are recorded in Scripture are actually there is so that I can repent of the sins of my ancestors. And then in some ways, in some form or fashion, I've committed a lot of the same sins, just not to the extent a lot of them, but very much in the heart and in the mind committed some very similar sins. And so it's a chance for me to personally repent of things that I've needed to get cleaned up in my life, just things from the past and things, just, I never really thought about that. That was wrong. I thought the first chapter in 1 Samuel where Hannah's adversary, the other wife, just picks on her, torments her so much that she doesn't even want to eat. She just feels sick. And it's like, I used to pick on people in middle school and in high school because that way I didn't get picked on, right? So if you're the one that is pointing the finger, laughing at someone else so that you don't get laughed, I was just a coward. I've made fun of people, all right, extensively, hard. I've been mean. Don't feel I ever repented of that before now, because when you're in middle school and high school, you're just doing what you can just to make it through. You don't know who you are. You're trying to be friends. You want people to like you. And unfortunately, we get a lot of the negative peer pressure where we feel the need to put others down to make ourselves feel better. All right. So all that to say, the 3 tasks that I've added to my power list, 2 of them involve my spiritual life and habits that I want to become permanent. And I know I have to do that repeatedly over and over and over and over again. All right. And so that's why these tasks are not changing for me for all 30 days. And I'll probably continue to do, no, I will continue to do them even after phase 3 is done. The 3rd thing, reading a book for fun, that's just something that I've had in my mind for years, that I'd love to read the Bible, read something to learn, and then read something for fun every day. I feel like that'll help keep me sane and grounded and everything. So I typically get all that reading done early in the morning while I'm drinking coffee. What I'll probably end up doing after phase 3, because I make these videos and such, I'll probably read The Thing for fun right before I go to bed. All right, so that way technology's off and everything. I already don't have a smartphone, so it's not like I'm staring at that or anything, but we typically watch a show or a YouTube video or something while we're eating, to wind down for the evening. So it'd be nice to kind of have a break between technology and sleep, and I feel like reading a good book would help me do that. So yeah, that's kind of my plan going forward. That is a life goal, as far as like my ideal day. There's certain things I'd like to learn something every day. I'd like to talk to God every day. I'd like to help someone out every day. I'd like to teach something every day. I'd like to read something that I enjoy every day, read those different kind of things, like planning out my ideal day, what I would want that to look like. And my ideal day does involve reading 3 types of things every single day. Something to learn, the Bible, and something that I enjoy just to fiction, just for fun, and so it's like, all right, that's what I want my day to look like. I can do that now. So there you go. That's one of my power tasks. The 3 additional ones are what they are. My other ones are either about my business or my ministry, YouTube channel stuff, and working on the property, just the stuff that I have to do to pay the bills, to build for the future, to minister to others. Those are all part of my regular tasks. In my business stuff, there's actual prototyping, there's finishing out final versions of a new product that's going to be launching later this month. There's developing YouTube content for my leather business and everything. I spend at least 1 hour. Today I spent 2 hours on legality of the gospel presentation for this channel. And so those are all things that I do in addition to the phase 1 stuff, because that's part of my job. It's for my business. Stuff that helps pay the bills, meanwhile, before the business takes off, is stuff on the property here. So put in multiple hours today turning a unit and taking care of a few other things, and got to put in more hours tomorrow. I'll be weed eating and raking and edging and leaf blowing and stuff for 4 or 5 hours tomorrow. All right, so that's just what I do to help pay the bills, and then I'll come back and work on my business, and amongst all those things, I'll be working on this. All right, and I feel like I'm rambling. Let's keep going. Conversation with a stranger. It was the mailman. All right, I hardly ever get to see the person who delivers the mail. Normally it's a lady, but this time it was a young man. So I was going to go check on the unit that we had to flip today to get cleaned up, see if the people had moved out or had checked out, I should say. They were kind of late today, so we had already gone over at the appropriate time, and they were still there. So we came back at noon, and as I was coming back at noon, walking past some of the other units, the mailman had just stopped, gotten out of his car, and dropped off a package somewhere, and so our paths crossed. And so I initiated contact. I asked him how he was doing. He said he was doing good, you know, talked about the weather, and then I just thanked him for all that he did, you know, knowing that this is a busier time of year. There's a lot more deliveries and such. I felt like be a good gesture just to give a compliment. So I did talk with the mailman. So I'm not sure how often that young man does our route. I don't normally see the person that delivers our mail, but I know when I do, normally it's a lady. So this was a different person. So there we go. There it is. Random act of kindness. There is an older lady that lives here. She has cancer. She undergoes chemotherapy and such, and radiation, and all these treatments with her cancer and stuff. It has really just like trashed her immune system. All right, that was my ankle that popped, by the way, so I can't get it to pop again. In middle school, just walking down the hall, my ankle would snap like every step, every other step, something like that. Sometimes you go like 7 steps in a row, and then I'd take 3 off and go 8 more steps in a row. Like I couldn't sneak up on anybody because my ankle just popped like crazy. Every once in a while I get a big one. My cats are running around doing things also. Sorry, I'm feeling very talkative right now. Story. Lady with the shot immune system. She likes to order things from Amazon and other stores, and like she always has packages. And whenever she gets done with that stuff, you know, she kind of just leaves her trash out by the front porch, and the owner of the property, he has kindly once a week, you know, just volunteered to take her stuff to the dumpster so she doesn't have to get out and walk over to the dumpsters and things. And so now that he's not here and I'm kind of the on-site property manager, that is now my job. All right, taking out trash is not my random act of kindness. All right, because that's just part of what I do here on a weekly basis. But I noticed when I took out her trash, she had a larger than normal number of packages that were unopened that had accumulated, and one of them was huge. All right, so it was like 7 foot tall. Thing like this. I was like, dang, this woman ordered some furniture and stuff, and it had been out. Like I had noticed packages there for several days, and they just kept accumulating. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna volunteer to move her packages in, and if this is a piece of furniture, because I couldn't tell by the box, I'm going to volunteer to put that together for her and stuff. So I don't like to barge in on her and everything with the immune system stuff. I don't have her number, so I reached out to the owner and just said, hey, here's the situation. She's got a lot of stuff. There's probably going to be more rain coming. Can you just reach out to her and just say, hey, I'm here to help bring the stuff in, to assemble things, whatever else. And initially she came back and said no, but then she was like, actually, the big thing, I can't get that out of the box myself. It turned out to not be furniture that had to be put together. It was just like one of those like accordion partition wall divider things. It was something for her church, some event that they're having. So it was actually quite light. It was just big and cumbersome. And so I stopped what I was doing. I went over there with my knife, opened it all up, and got it set out. She just wanted it set on the front porch. And then when I took all the trash away, because she had opened up all the boxes, she got all that out. And so there's a huge stack of boxes. So once I unloaded that, I decided, you know, let me go ahead and take this stuff away, even though I'd already taken her trash out and everything. So yeah, that was my random act of kindness today. It was just, you know what? For whatever reason, maybe she's not feeling the best. She hasn't gotten the stuff done. This might be too heavy for her, so I need to volunteer my time for that. So that's what I decided to do, and she was able to get all her stuff unpacked, stuff cleaned up, and so now when more rain comes, it's not going to ruin the packages she had on her front porch. So there we go. Today's a win. Got everything done that I needed to. No alcohol, no cheating on diet, no excuses. We got our stuff done. All right, it's been a busy day. Like I said, this afternoon was a little bit hard. But after this, we've got, what, 11 more days to go. So, all right, let me think. If this is the 10th, all right, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, Saturday the 21st. December 21st, that makes sense. If we started on the 22nd last year, I should finish up one day shy. So Saturday the 21st should be the last day. So we've got just over a week and a half for that. Tomorrow we'll be 2/3 of the way through with this, and I'm looking forward to it. So if you're watching this, like, thank you. You're hearing me ramble and such, and yeah, I just hope there's something of value that I've shared amongst all these videos, even if not this specific video. I don't know, maybe there's a nugget in there that you've latched onto that can be a blessing to you. Ultimately, this is accountability for me, to make sure I get my stuff done, and it's been fun. It's been fun so far, but we're not done yet, so we're going to keep on going. So thank you so much for joining me for these daily check-ins. I pray that you're blessed.